And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few, and we've been waiting. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for the Jam. On Tuesday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers in Portland. And then on Friday, they'll head back home to take on the Los Angeles Lakers.
And you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
3-on-3. Here's the Prophet. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. The Prophet's got his second basket of the night. Now, here's Warren. D right on him. And now Orlando on the break. Here's Reeves. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Great job using that weight room strength to get it in against tough D.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Clark, I can't believe this day is here once again. Opening day of the NBA season, probably. I know it is the most exciting day of the year.
I think it is. I mean, there's nothing like the beginning of another season. Everybody is hopeful. Everybody starts from the same place.
Oh, what a finish!
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Hayward, and no good that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. Reeves with it, now defended by Exum. Fires at the elbow. And Orlando again with the bucket.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Poked away. And here again, the Magic in transition. The court they go.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
And it's blocked. And they get it back. Goes back up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Gobert's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Oh, good work from the young Gobert. This is how you finish in close.
Here's Reeves. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's the Prophet. Cans it from downtown. The Prophet's got 7.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Pass to Hayward. There's the triple. Drains the three-pointer.
You know, you can do so much with Hayward offensively because he's versatile. He's good off the bounce, and he can catch and shoot as well.
Fournier's checked in for Orlando. And a switcher also for Utah. Boris Diaz checked in for Warren. Here's Reeves. And he banks in the layup. He's got 13.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Exum with it, defended by Reeves. Buckner, good.
Absolutely ready. And they put the ball in his hands, and he's able to finish.
Here's the Prophet. Vucevic trying to get open. The Prophet with the bucket.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
And up the court come the Magic on the break. Reeves against Diaw. Reeves gets the bucket. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Magic.
They're really bucking things up for the opposition. Racking up steal after steal. Just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Watch out below. Driving with some bad intention.
Exum with it. Defended now by Fournier. And here comes the break. For the three. Connects from three-point range. Buckner's got it back down to within single digits for the Jazz. Reeves outside. Somehow misses the one-handed flush.
Oh, no excuse. For a guy of his caliber, you got to finish that slam. Gotta be a little embarrassed by that one.
Buckner the pass to Diaw. That one goes. Count it. Diaw's got his second bucket tonight.
And this close in, Diaw can finish strong. No need to hold back.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Here's Buckner. He's defended by Reed. It's tipped. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Reeves has got 21 in the game.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is, that's a tough shot.
Here's Buckner, and the three ball is good. Buckner's got 11.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Here's Reeves, and he lays it straight in.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
And so it's the Orlando Magic up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, we've seen the Magic really take control here.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Here's Red Hot. Ingles covering. Driving in. Nice shot by Red Hot.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminded me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
That one good for 2. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Johnson, good.
And Johnson, just great touch from outside. Love how quick that release is.
Weaves outside. Had a hand on it.
You've got to time those shot contests just right. And he did that time.
Here's Johnson. Out of bounds, Orlando takes possession.
And checking out the numbers for Diao. Last season's performance for him. Averaged 6 points per game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And there isn't much to write home about with his numbers. I think he'd like to up his contribution.
Yeah, but you got to earn that chance. I mean, you get what you earn. His numbers are fine, but he's not going to get a lot more floor time unless he turns it up a notch.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Biyombo is checked in for easy breezy. Evan Fournier comes in for Red Hot. C.J. Watson, he's checked in for Red Hot. And D.J. Augustine subbed in for the Prophet. And Utah also making a switch. Westbrook's checked in. Johnson kicks to Diao. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Diao's got 6.
Diao putting some muscle into that finish. The defense played him tough, but couldn't stop him.
Augustine passes to Big Daddy. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. And the Magic lead by 11.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Pass to Diao. On the wing, Ingles. Shot clock at 6. Here's Johnson. Biyombo with the block.
And this is something Biyombo excels in. Timing and blocking shots.
And they were in the top half of the league in steals as well. They got a few ball hawks out there that can cause problems for the opponent.
And the assist you talked about, there weren't many teams in the NBA that focused as much on passing as they did, making sure the offense included all 5 guys on the floor. He misses the free throw. This summer, Clark, the salary cap was increased to $94 million. And that's up from $70 million last year.
Kevin, that's a 34% increase, which is unlike anything we've ever seen. You know, because of that, it allowed a lot of free agents to get massive contracts. You know, teams have to spend 90% of that salary cap each year, which is a windfall for the players.
Pass to Wiles. Now Favors, covered by Biyombo. Biyombo with the block. Here's Big Daddy. Ingles covering. Takes it inside.
Taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Here's Buckner. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Buckner's got 13.
Taking advantage of the room he has to just rise up and be free. Nice rhythm on that pull-up.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Miles a screen on Augustine, and he drives in. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Here's Big Daddy. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And he's the main reason they have the lead right now. He's been perfect from the field, literally.
And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. The Jazz also changing it up. Gobert's checked in for Favors. Warren comes in for Trey Lyles. And it's Exum in for Joe Ingles. Gobert finds Exum. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Gobert can look over the top of just about any defense right there. Delivers a nice pass.
Here's the Prophet. Pass to Vucevic. Magic moving the ball around. Puts up a three. Ryan with the bucket. He has 5. 1:16 left now here in the second. Exum deciding where to go with it. Here's Buckner. It's hauled in by the Magic. And of course, this is the first they've seen of this Utah ball club since last year. The Prophet with the bucket. The Prophet's got 11 points.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possession.
And checking out some numbers for Gobert. He had a strong showing last season. Last season, put up about 9 points a game, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. Even though his numbers have been more than solid, I think he'll want to step his game up to another level.
Yeah, and you know, on paper, those numbers are terrific. Most players would be thrilled with those numbers, but as good as they are, I know this guy expects more of himself.
Jazz trail by 20. Got a piece of it. And so the ball out of bounds. Reeves touched it last. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Warren dishes to Exum. To the inside. They need this. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Reeves, an easy 2 points on the layup. Reeves has got 27 points.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Gordon against Hayward. And Hayward at the stuff.
Give Hayward the chance now. He's athletic. He's got bounce. He's going to finish with the big flush when he gets inside.
Sinks the three-pointer. 14 points for the Prophet.
Have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Here's Buckner, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And so it's Orlando taking a 19-point lead into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Well, it's been a stampede in transition. They'll run it right down your throat if you let them.
I'm going to do something I haven't done in a while. I'm going to give you a compliment, just like you, Jet, in the...
And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far. And that's all for us.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Easy Breezy has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere. And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, you're stacking up threes the way he is. I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Here's Buckner, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Takes a lot of agility to pull that off. How about that ball handle?
Here's Ryan. Drills it from outside. Ryan's got his third basket of the night.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Here's Buckner, and that comes off the assist by Exum. 24 points for Red Hot.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Rudy Gobert, third.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. 33 points for Easy Breezy.
Using the whole floor to attack the defense wherever the opportunity is.
Exum passes to Warren. Back to Exum. To the middle. Here's Buckner. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 26 points for Red Hot.
Boy, that's 5 buckets in a row now. Watch out. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. Good on the three-point shot. And the Magic lead by 20.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
Here's Buckner. 26 points for him. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Buckner's got 12 now in this quarter.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
And great at creating space against the defense. You can't give him those lanes.
And it's Warren with the ball for Utah. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Gobert finds Hayward. Exum with a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. Exum's got his second basket.
Coming out of the break red hot. They've yet to miss a shot.
And he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Reeves. And now Orlando on the break for the finish. And finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that one stings because he put some extra spice on it.
Warren with the ball. Poke loose to the wing right side. And it's Exum. Time on the assist by Warren. Exum's got 6.
Good, solid execution inside. That's exactly the look you want.
Here's Reeves, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team. You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
Buckner, good.
Nice and composed there, not letting anything throw him off.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Biyombo is checked in for Vucevic. Fournier comes in for the Prophet. Watson, he's checked in for Red Hot. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Easy Breezy. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Boris Diaz checked in for Buckner. Johnson comes in for Gordon Hayward. Joe Ingles is checked in for Warren. And it's Carr in for Exum. Gordon kicks to Biyombo. And here's Watson. Still scoreless. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Gordon. Chalk up two there. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Orlando.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is getting steals, and that can be attributed to their tenacious style defensively.
Pass to Diaw. There's the three. Nailed from three-point land. Diaw's got 9 points.
That's some pretty spiffy shooting from Diaw. His team knew just when to find him.
A shot like that is a polite way to say, hey, coach, bench me.
Hey, that's crazy there. I mean, insanity. At least wait until you get across half court. My goodness. Boy, you've got to appreciate the passing there. Results in a great look.
The three-point line, it's Augustine right over the team. Augustine's got his first bucket of the night.
And Augustine is terrific at nailing shots over the deep. Can't shake his concentration.
Shot's good by Carr.
Not much resistance from the defense. Easy play that time for him.
Orlando leading by 16. Near the three-point line, it's Gordon, and he gets it to go. Gordon's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And whenever there's an opportunity to drive, Gordon just flies to the rim. Great quickness, breathtaking quickness.
And it's Gordon with the finish.
You know, it's clear that Gordon is one of the best dunkers in the game, always looking to bring the thunder.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Lob pass to Gordon. Here's Gobert. And that one is good. 8 points for him.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Magic just dominating this one. 2K Sports, back in a moment from the Amway Center. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Magic leading by 20. Here's Big Daddy. It's good from long range. Big Daddy's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Orlando. And for the Jazz, they're shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Augustine with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Big Daddy. That's tipped.
And he's going to have a hard time shaking off that miss. Everything was going right. The dunk was lined up beautifully, but not to be.
Orlando's gone 6 of 8 on three-pointers in the game, an outstanding 75% mark. Big Daddy, he's still up. Now he's 9 of 10.
Boy, these guys are cooking, and we're seeing it right now on a hot streak.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from him.
Get out of his way.
No way the D was going to slow him down.
Not that time. He was determined to get those points.
Burks against Augustine. Now here's Burks. He's tightly guarded. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. And it's Watson with the ball for the Orlando Magic. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Big Daddy, that's good. Big Daddy's got 9 points here in the second half. on the wing, Ingles. Back to Burks. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Basket, good.
And the D had no answer for that move. Beautifully done. Easy layup.
Here's Big Daddy. He's guarded by Diaw. And it's Big Daddy missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Burks, the pass to Johnson. Back to Burks. On the wing, Ingles. It's deflected, and that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. And timeout is called by Quinn Snyder. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. So Utah ends up going with a new group. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Fires from way outside. It's deflected. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it. The fast break chance.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
They double in with Vucevic. Gobert finds Warren. Buries it from three-point range.
And how about the concentration on that jumper? It was just him, the ball, and the hoop.
Here's Ryan. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
What an amazing trick shot to confound the defender. Oh, man, that's awesome. He's taking him to school right there.
Now, here's Exum. He's defended by Reed. Here's Warren. And that one, good. 7 points for Big Red.
Good decision from Gobert. He's solid at getting it to his teammates.
The Magic called timeout. Orlando with the ball. Reeves with it. Now defended by Warren. Count that one. Reeves has got 46 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Hayward outside. Gordon with the defensive effort.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Ryan. No good on the triple. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the wide-open shot from Warren. The three-pointer is right on target. Warren's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Jazz.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Orlando.
One area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition. And when you have the type of effort we saw...
He got it!
Man, oh, man, oh, what a shot!
What range!
What a shot!
My goodness!
And Warren, here we go. Lays it up off the glass. Warren's got 10 points in the quarter. Magic leading by 23. Ryan, no good. From beyond the arc. And Warren the bucket on the assist by Gobert. Orlando's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here's Exum. It's blocked. And so the ball out of bounds. Reeves touched it last. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert. Lyle comes in for Buckner. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Burks in for Exum. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot by Burks. Nobody around. Drills the three-pointer. Here are the Magic now. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Rose with the ball. Now defended by Warren. Rose, good.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it.
Lyles with a wide-open look. And Utah, another three. Here's Orlando now. 16-point lead. Here's Rose. And again, it's Orlando converting. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented